Hello there, my name is Tenarium, and today I am playing Kusoge. Can already see a few of you judging me for that pronunciation. I can just see it. I'm sorry. So, this is a game jam game. It's apparently a short game. It's also one I am covering on the podcast I do with Try and Morning, so I thought I'd just actually play it on the channel for once. A couple of alarm bells. This is a comedy game. Kun-chan-san. Those are bad starts for me in visual novels. Also, the buttons here, they're only dumb when you're actually on the letter. Oh, is that why? Also, it's poop. I didn't get it. Yes, I turned this up manually. Also, waifu notes. If you're the kind of person who uses the term waifu unironically, I don't know what you're doing here. Kusoge, don't play it. Let's see if I have the same recommendation at the end of this. Are you a complete noob to weeaboo and anime culture? I mean, I'm a noob in the sense that I completely hate it, but I know what it is. Let's just click yes for ease's sake. Okay, waifu notes activated. All weeaboo references will be identified. If you want to turn off the annoying cliff notes, please go to preferences and spot the big decorative waifu notes. Okay, so if we don't get any, it'll be fine. However, I feel like a lot of you will. That's a judging look here. I dreamt about 0 waifus. I need 25. I'm just going to call them wives. I can't bring myself to call them waifus. When I woke up, I wondered about what a wet dream that was. Sure! Waifu means... Oh, come on! Fuck off. And you don't actually get 25 wives in this game. Find another wife dating simulator. When I woke up, it was morning. I just transferred to a new school back in my home country, Japan. Of course it's Japan! Everything is Japan because it's visual novels. Japan. Lovely. Japan. Don't tell me otherwise. It's lovely. It's a beautiful place. Japan. I didn't remember anyone, but when I was young, I had lived in Japan for quite some time. Was what my parents told me. So I went to the bathroom. It turned out I accidentally drank spoiled milk, so now I'm constipated. This is a reference to Shinji from... I'm so glad the note's on. Just, what the fuck? If you're going to make parody references, at least make it vaguely relatable to. Jesus, I've never even heard of that. Great, okay. I sat down on the toilet and groaned painfully. Finally, something came out. It was small at first, but it combusted into a loud fart and everything exploded into the toilet. I was relieved of stomach pains, but now I was late for the first day of class in my new school. Of course you were. Wow, that's a good background. My legs took me as far away as possible from my house until I got lost. Oh, what is this music? What's the point of running if I didn't know where I was going? However, when I looked around, I felt a sense of déjà vu. I remember this place from deep within my memories. Feeling this feeling had made me want to turn that very nostalgic corner. As I turned that corner, I accidentally ran into a girl who had a piece of toast in her mouth. Yeah, I've actually seen this trope. And I still don't know why it's a thing. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't like the word ridiculous. But you know what I mean? How is that a trope? Bumping into a girl with toast in her mouth. It's not even... It doesn't even look like good toast. Look at it. It looks like it's covered in a paper bag. That's me, presumably. Cannot tell whether I'm a girl or a boy. This is an anime cliche. Yes, I know. When the first anime to bump into the main character ends up falling for him. Protag-kun. Okay, so Protag. What? And Davet. Ge. Chan, kun are honorific suffixes. This story uses them because it takes place in Japan, like every other visual novel that came from Japan. No! And every other visual novel which isn't made in Japan. Leave her be, fucker. I didn't have the time to be helping random suspicious strangers when I'm running late. They can eat their own fucking toast. I ran past her unconscious body and crossed the unconscious? How hard did we hit her? Did we lead with our elbow? What the fuck? Jesus. Thinking that was the last of my troubles, I collided into another body. Sure, that's something you can say aloud. Emoji speak is like wingdings with... Oh, fuck off, really? Hey, watch where you're going. The boy I ran into got up rather quickly and held out a hand. Gosh, I'm sorry. Are you alright? Emoji speak. That's not a thing. Well, at least this time, the person I bumped into didn't faint. Nor did I accidentally grope, nor did they accidentally flash their panties. Every time Protag bumps into someone, they fall in love with him. But no, seriously, there are many variations of the running late to school trope. Should I take his hand? No. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. I quickly shuffled past this stranger as well. I arrived to a generic Japanese school mook name 34. Oh, Kusoge means shit school. We took a random Japanese word and stuck it with Gakuin to make it more authentic. Sure. Literally, there was no one in sight. Literally? Do you have to use the word literally there? Not only that, the school gates were closed. It didn't look like it, but my shonen protagonist senses felt an invisible barrier. I take it back what I said about we didn't need wife notes. I imagine plenty of you don't get either this either. Shonen means boy. So what does bi shonen mean? I've been seeing that word a lot. I still don't buy into the, oh, well, you have Yuri and Yaoi visual novels, and then you have the Otome and Otoji. Oh, what does it fucking matter? Does it have interesting characters and a story? I couldn't give a fuck. Couldn't give a flying fuck about who's dating who. Weird, isn't it, considering I got English visual novels? It's also the part of genre of the Japanese comics that gave birth to many well-known tropes. Protag is part shonen and part bi shonen. What does bi shonen mean? I don't know. Climb the invisible gates. There are no gates here because it's a photo, though it is an authentic place in Japan. To find out more, please read credits. You're using photos and you couldn't be asked... whatever. Whatever. I guess I should climb over the gates, because that's such a great idea. Never mind the possibility that I could be caught by a security guard for suspicious activity. It's an invisible fucking gate. So I perched my foot on the metal gate and climbed upwards. I picked up the pace and hopped over to the other side. Stealthily, like a ninja, since Japan is where shinobi and kunichi originate. I sneakily ran towards the school and up to the 3rd floor where my class was located. Oh, this music. Oh. It's like a bad Dreamcast game. Behind the door to my classroom, I could even hear Sense, the teacher, getting ready to introduce me, the transfer student. Sensei means teacher. Really? I don't know. You said IDK. You've just used the term IDK unironically. Okay, the age of this creator estimation has gone down somewhat. Really, I don't know why there's sand there. Just as the teacher was about to finish telling the class that I should be arriving any second now, I walked in. Oh, what do we have here if it isn't the protagonist? I was just talking about you to the class. The class began to buzz. As I stepped into the room, they could see that I wasn't just any normal transfer student. I could hear whispers here and there, suddenly caused by me and my strange foreign appearance. Is that white hair? This is Japan, you should be used to this shit. Christ, only seconds ago I was playing Orion, a sci-fi visual novel, with a bloke with white hair. What's with his name? What is this music? Oh god. He's cute, but he's a... gaijin? Gaijin means foreigner. Oh, so it's like Giri in Spain. Of course, if protagonist wanted to be a generic anime American transfer student, he should have dyed his hair blonde. Oh no, there's this music back again. Oh, you guys are lucky I'm turning it down for you. The chattering seemingly got out of control before the teacher silenced our class with a loud cough. Class! Whatever that says. Please greet your new classmate. Means please everyone. Okay. That means you're welcome. Oh, come on, that looks like a fucking Tekken character. What the fuck is that? Glad to meet you. If you're asking me why I decided to write this instead of English, then you're missing the entire point of this game. Am I? Good. Now, protagonist, could you tell something about yourself? Could you tell something about yourself? Sure. Play it real. It's going to be hilarious about how he has no life, isn't it? My real name is... Jugan Majugan Mugo Kono Siri Kakar Jari Sugesumatsu Fufan Fi Matsu Sufarin. There we are. Yeah, you can fuck off. I don't know what that is. You can call me the protagonist for short. And I have a problem. I don't want to tell the people I've just met, but I have a Kuso disease. I don't know what that is. Kuso disease will never be explained throughout the course of this story. Symptoms include extreme diarrhea and lots of forced toilet humor. Oh boy, I can't wait. I hope we can still be good friends. Ganbate? Good luck! Thank you, random NPC girl. You have my thanks. So where do I sit? You can sit in the back next to, let me guess, a pretty girl? I'm a genius, that's my problem. Protagonist can sit next to me, teacher. God, I remember when the last time I did a live stream, people just started randomly calling me Desu because I said I have dislike for Japanese words put in pointlessly, and I still don't know what it means. A girl raised her hand and smiled warmly at me. Ah, Linchu, what a brilliant idea. You can also give him, the protagonist, a tour of the school during lunch. Hello. Oh, hi. Hi means yes? Whatever. And as dictated by the teacher, I sat next to this short girl who seemed to be referred to as Linchu. She looked at me kindly, again, question mark, and offered a handshake. The protagonist! You can call me Linchu! Linchu means class representative. Oh. Okay. Waifu Notes hates her? Let's get along from now. Ugu. Okay. So, very long-term viewers of my channel will know that occasionally I will call my characters Ogu Pigu. I had Ogu Pigu throughout Magical Diary and Princess of Ruin. That's where Ogu comes from. Just for those interested. It's a piss take of silly Japanese names. Ugu, Desu, and Nyan are Japanese. Oh, are they now? Are they? Nyan? Really? That's just the sound the cat makes. Ugh, 2012 all over again. I don't know what they mean, but Ugu came from canon. I don't know what that is either. Yeah, I took her hand and we shook, but she let out a giggle. What's so funny? She ceased and looked at me with admiration. You were cool up there. There aren't many people that could give such amazing introductions on their first day of school. Her reaction is the same whatever type of introduction you chose to give earlier. Good. There's very much a difference between parody and, hey, you know this thing which is a trope? Yeah, we're doing that and acknowledging it's silly. That's still part of the problem. This girl was weird, but she sure knew what I like to hear. Oh, that was the lunch bell. Sounds like the school bell, but it's to signify that it's lunchtime. I stay seated in my chair, in daze, possibly from incoming hunger pains. Perhaps I should get something to eat. What are you doing? What? I turned around and spotted Linchu. Don't sneak up like that. I almost had a heart attack. Of course you did, because it's a Japanese game. Is that so? The protagonist has a weak heart. Oh, I get this one. This is Katawa Shoujo. Oh, fuck you. Yes, it is. A weak heart? In school? I guess that probably has been done more than once, I guess. God, it's getting incredibly dark in here, isn't it? Should have probably noticed that before I started recording. The Japanese version of Canadian air or pirate R. What? Anyways, why don't we tour around the school? Linchu can share my bento? Oh, that's just like a fucking lunchbox, isn't it? Japan, look, I hate to tell you this, but you know the Western world grow out of lunchboxes at like 12, right? I don't get your obsession with it. With you. Referring to yourself in third person is amazingly cute. That's another thing. People, you can see that a lot of my hate goes towards people who use basically Japanese terms unironically out of context. I was at a party, like I think a few weeks ago, and someone randomly just said kawaii. I've never left a room quicker than I had. I was like, ah! Oh, okay. And so she took me on the school tour, gripping my hand rather tightly. The tour went by a lot faster than I thought, mostly because there wasn't much to see that I hadn't seen already. It's a fucking school. I mean, we're not going to get to... Oh, yes, and this is the second floor. Second door on the right is a roller disco. That's not going to happen because it's a Japanese school. When we arrived back to the classroom, I sat back down at my desk. Gosh, I'm even more hungry now. Have no fear, Lin Chu's mighty lunchbox is here. See, I know that shit. Just because of how much I see it on... I see people say it on Twitter. Honestly, the first time I saw, like, the Japanese thing and... Oh, I've prepared a lunchbox for you, Kawaii Desu-chan, master of my dreams and person who I love. I thought it was a piss take. Nice. Do you have any place in mind for where we should eat together? I heard the roof is open today. Here, safe and sound in the classroom. I think we should stay here. Oh, okay. Whatever that means. Let's eat. Thank goodness this isn't a cooking visual novel, or else every eating scene would start with this line. And so we ate lunch in the classroom. Back in America, we ate fast food 24/7, but now I'm eating rice. Boy, do I miss hamburgers, fries, and KFC. Whoa, trademark. I'm pretty sure they have it here too, but they probably don't have any mega-sized Coca-Colas. You're gonna say Coca-Colas, but you're not gonna bother changing KFC. I'm already feeling a little homesick. Is the food not good? Delicious. Of course it's delicious. It was made by Lin Chu, the Mary Soon main love interest. Mary Soon just being Jane Doe. Stare at her chest. Sure, why not? As I slowly chewed my food, oblivious to her question, my eyes began to wander. I noticed Lin Chu's blue hair, because she's an anime babe, but my eyes began to slowly lower and lower until... The protagonist? Hentai. Pervert. What? Nothing. How was the meal? It was pretty good. Thank you for the meal, said the anime character. This isn't so much of a parody as it's just repeating something really annoying. Oh god, the whole side of this side of my face is now dark, isn't it? It's fine, you don't need to see most of my face. After thanking her for the meal, I offered to take Lin Chu home after school, but she refused. But despite that, I could feel that something was amiss with this whole scenario. Time skip. You know what we're going to do? We're going to turn the light on, but unfortunately I can't pause the recording without the camera sort of breaking. So what I'm going to do is lean over, keep talking, and... Oh, there you go. You never noticed I left. 3 days later. A lot has happened within just a few days. I've been eating lunch with Lin Chu every day since my first day here. As each day went by, I fell for Lin Chu's cuteness. She's all of those things. And today I planned on confessing to her. It was happening all too fast. Oh god, I hope we can do like a Yahtzee thing and just... What was it? Violently rape her? Something like that? Out of, Hatful? I think that was it. The hat dating simulator. Okay, class is dismissed. As I left my seat, I spotted Lin Chu. Yo, Lin Chu. Oh, good afternoon, the protagonist. So hang on a minute, we supposedly, we want to confess to her, but we're still calling her the class representative. Bit weird. I have something to tell you. Am I about to shit myself because of extreme diarrhea? I can see where this is going. Oh, could you say it again? I didn't hear you. I'll tell you after school tomorrow. Actually, never mind. He needed a day to prepare his heart. Oh, okay. The next day. I'm so nervous. It took a while until everyone left after school. Only Lin Chu and I were here together after school duty. I could see that Lin Chu... Nearly fucking said Chan there for a second. No. Lin Chu had already started doing something productive, unlike me. Okay. I got up from my seat to also help her with the classroom duties, but due to extreme nervousness, I messed up every single task. Everything I touched exploded. That is a problem. One you might want to sort of consider getting out. Yeah, symptoms. Explosive touch, of course. Why not? Sometime later. Christ, fingering going wrong with this guy could be horrible. Just... People under 14, you didn't hear that. Just when we were almost done with chores, Lin Chu broke the silence. The protagonist, yes? What did you want to tell me? What I wanted to tell you was... Doki, Doki is the sound of your cute heartbeat. It sounds cute too. Oh, that's what Doki means. I didn't know. Uncle Mugen made a visual novel, which was called Doki Doki something, but I didn't know what it meant. I eat poo. Okay, how fitting for whatever the fuck that is. Oh shit, that wasn't it. I was supposed to say I love you. I looked over to Lin Chu. She has a very disgusted look on her face. I bet you're also quite disgusted. I'm not, because I know that's not what you meant to say. but it quickly changed back to her usual smile. I see, so this is a very important thing that you wanted to tell me? No, you don't No, I perfectly understand. She presented a big smile, then she turned around and walked away. I guess I'll see you tomorrow, the protagonist. Please clean up the rest, okay? And she was gone. Oh, what have I done? God! You called her God... Oh, whatever. The quicker we play this, the quicker it will end, right? The next day happened. When lunchtime came, my eyes shot towards Linshu's desk. Linshu stood up after she noticed my gaze and walked over. The protagonist, I have something to say to you. Her face is rather pink. Perhaps it's a confession. It won't be. After I confess such a disgusting act, let's go to the roof. Can I just push you off it? We arrived at the rooftop of the school. Then she walked over to my side. It's a lovely day today, isn't it? Yeah, it reminds me of the first day you came to our class. Really? It looks quite fucking overcast from here. You were such an unpredictable presence. Nah, she knew. Yeah, you... What I wanted to say is, I do voodoo. What? What? Ever since yesterday, with your outrageous confession, I've been confused. I wondered if I should judge you based on your fetish, but I realised that I too had something strange about me. It made me realise that I should also accept myself as you did with your weird fetish. Applause. So now it's all out. Will you accept me and continue being my friend? I walked over to the edge beside Linshu and looked into her eyes. I've been friend-zoned. My only purpose in life now is gone. Will you ever forgive me for eating poo? No. In another ending, I didn't get upset when I was friend-zoned. What's the difference? Casually breaks the fourth wall in order to cover up a plot hole. Well, there are too many plot holes to bother covering up at this point. Yeah, why develop a decent game? You can just break the fourth wall and just go away with those plot holes. Away! Away! I can't help myself. My disease is acting up again. It's making me a meninist. Another symptom. Oh no, my angry feelings of being rejected is acting up. Farewell, milady. I stepped onto the railing. The protagonist, what are you doing? I'm leaving the world to be with poop. If you, my best friend, doesn't accept me for who I am, then I might as well not be alive. Even though the whole thing was a lie. The consequences of misunderstandings. Don't try this at home. But the protagonist, is death really the answer? It is when I evidently have no purpose in life, when the girl I love misunderstands me. That's what the restart button is for. And when she utters those words non-stop for 4 days straight, as well as referring to herself through third person when it's not even cute. No! And Linshu, clearly with the intent to stop me, pushed me off my balance. She did it on purpose, of course, someone needed to fall off. I was then sent flying off the rail into the air, falling 5 floors down to my evident death. All I could remember was Linshu's grief-stricken face. Not grief-stricken, grieve-stricken. Or was it? Linshu, bad end, game over. Oh my god, that just happened. This isn't a parody game as much as it is just, hey, we notice these things are terrible, why don't we do exactly the same? This isn't a parody game! You just did everything you were parodying without irony. God, imagine if I didn't have wife notes on. This would be even worse. Oh, God, let's just pretend this never happened and bash our heads against a rock, shall we? Ugh.